going on, YouTube? It's your boy Atruckernamedjay checking in, man. I got the wifey as the cameraman right now while I'm driving. We on our way to our personal trainer. This is our last day this week of going to him. It's been a good week, man. You know what I mean? Like working out and changing my eating habits. It's the most consistent I've been with this type of situation. As far as eating healthy and working out at the same time. I mean, I know I'm not going to see any immediate results, but I definitely feel better, feel more energetic, feel more positive. I definitely see where they say it affects your mindset and the way you think and the way you feel. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what this video about. That's just giving you an update on my health, because that's something that I'm taking real serious now. And for those who are wondering. Reason for this video, man, there is a comparison that was recently made by somebody I seen on Facebook, and I just started thinking about it, and I wanted to talk about it, man. I really want to talk about it, try to explain, put my opinion on it. I can't think of what the dude's name was that said something about it, but as OTR drivers or OTR lease operators, owner operators, they have a common comparison, back and forth debate, beef at times, whatever, and which is flat rate versus percentage. Well, for local guys, we have something similar. I wouldn't call it a comparison of beef or whatever, but you could, you know what I'm saying, it's two different ways that we get paid as local drivers, local company drivers, that is, that could be put in that same realm of percentage versus flat rate. And that is getting paid by the hour or getting paid by performance. Now, when I say being paid by performance, that could be a numerous of things. It could be, as it sounds, performance. It could be load, getting paid by the load, incentive pay, all that. But at the end of the day, it equals out to the same thing. You getting paid for pretty much the work that you put in. Now, hourly pay, it's self-explanatory. It's whatever hour, how much you make an hour. The more hours you work, the more you get paid. It's kind of like flat rate. The more you drive, the more money you get paid. Load pay is based off of your performance, whereas percentage is just based off of the type of load that you get. You know what I'm saying? So there is really no consistency to it unless you find you a good lane that you can consistently stay in, which is what owner operators who run percentage and try to be home more do. Somebody in the comments, you know, tell me if I'm wrong. So if you were to ask me which one I prefer, obviously I'm biased. I'm gonna say load pay. I think load pay is better because it basically puts you in a situation that as long as the freight is there, you are in control of the money that you can make. You know what I'm saying? Here at MBI, running Ash, I have the possibility of doing, and most times the freight is consistent, 7 loads a day. And I get paid $40 a load, so that which puts me at $280. Okay, cool. If I was hourly, here's the thing though, what getting paid by the load that a lot of people won't like is, if anything happens, if anything fucks up the routine, if anything fucks up the flow of things, it messes up your money. So breakdowns, freight slowing down, anything, you are now put in a situation to where you are not making any money, or as much as you are used to making. For example, if you break down, yeah, we have breakdown pay, but of course that breakdown pay is not as much as if you do those loads that you get paid by the load for. You know what I'm saying? So you still losing money. So that's where I guess hourly can kind of, people will say hourly is better, because it's like you getting paid no matter what. You know what I'm saying? When you broke down, whatever, you getting paid. But see, the thing that I've noticed and studied about hourly, and I may be wrong, so correct me if I am, when you look at hourly positions, right, 9 times out of 10, what you're getting paid hourly doesn't equal up to what you should, you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't seem worth it. So for example, if you look at $18 an hour, yeah, that shit sound good up front for a nigga that ain't never had nothing. But then when you look at, you know, over the course of time, it's like 18 really don't equal up to nothing with 40 hours. Now, but then with hourly comes in the overtime. So with the overtime, you get that time and a half after 8 hours a day or 40 hours a week. That's when your money multiplies. But then at the same time, now it's like, okay, you got to work a lot of hours to make decent money. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's just a matter of opinion. I guess it's a matter of how you want to work. I feel like with low pay, as long as you are doing the right amount of loads and it's getting paid right around the money, you can work. What I would like to think is like I could work Monday through Friday, do 7 loads a day. And with my performance bonus on top of that, I can make $1,500 gross. $1,545 to be exact. Check the math on that. $40 a load, 7 loads a day, 5 days a week. That's $1,545. You know what I'm saying? If I do 6, that's $1,860 if I'm not mistaken. So and that's with my 11% performance bonus. Let me throw that in there. But like hourly, it's like if I don't know, man. Maybe because I haven't worked hourly in trucking. But I feel like the only way that hourly is a good situation is you have to be getting paid a decent rate. It's the same thing as if you run a flat rate as a lease owner op, it has to be a good rate by the mile for it to be a good load. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of the same thing percentage, because all you're doing with percentage is multiplying the miles into how much you're getting paid, and that's how much you're getting paid per mile. So a lot of drivers, just like drivers who have their own trucks, fleets or whatever, won't take loads that aren't paying a certain dollar a mile. As a flat rate hourly guy, I wouldn't take a gig that's not paying a certain hour, a wage an hour, and do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So for example, if I calculate my money correctly, or if I calculate the hours of the average hours, I'm just stumbling all over the place. The average hours that I work on a daily basis into what I'm making. So if you take, I want to say it's 9.5 hours, and you divide that into the $280 a day that I make on average, I want to say that's like $32 an hour. Somebody check that math, correct me if I might be off by $1 or 2, but I believe it's $32 an hour. Most of the local gigs that I've seen based off hourly pay, $18 an hour, $20 an hour, $21 an hour. But again, where the money comes in is you working that overtime. So now if you take the hours that I'm working here at NBI, and if I was getting paid hourly, so you take the 9 hours, it's 9 times 5, 45, plus another 9 is, don't tell me, 45, so yeah, 550, so 54 hours. So then it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? It's like how much would I make an hour toward the equal? You get what I'm trying to say? Like I'm just trying to compare it to. I just can't see. I just don't think with what I'm doing right now, if I was getting paid hourly, I don't think I would make as much as I make on a weekly basis, 15 to 18. But I do know LTL gigs that you make good money, but a lot of those guys, after they finish driving the truck, they go get back on the warehouse on the dock, and they putting in extra hours. You see what I'm saying? So I guess it's just a matter of preference. Me, myself, personally, I like the low-based pay because I feel like it gives you an opportunity to maximize your money. But at the same time, you got to take the good with the bad. I was just up here complaining about a week ago about how I was upset with the job, about to quit and all this BS because I had a bad week. But as long as you're able to take the good with the bad and look at it from both avenues, and a lot of times, most of the local guys that I've talked to who have been unhappy with their local situation for like pay, they get paid hourly and they can't get the hours. You know what I'm saying? Because once they start cutting your hours, then you really screw. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Leave a comment, make a video. Somebody let me know, my local gang people. Let me know what you feel about it. I feel like a performance and incentive, because even when I drove in the port, wasn't hourly based. It was paid by the load, how much the load paid, and that's why a lot of port drivers with 2 years experience make decent money versus the port drivers with 1 year experience that's just getting paid by the hour. Oh, and it's so crazy because you haven't heard a lot of port drivers say, well, I'd rather get paid by the hour, but then the company give you $18 an hour and you still ain't making no fucking money. You know what I'm saying? $18, $19, $20 an hour is not a lot of money if you're only working 40 hours a week. So understand that as a local driver, if you want to get paid by the hour, you're going to work a lot of fucking hours. But if you work something that is performance-based, incentives-based, basically, the more you work or the better you work, the more you get paid, then you have an opportunity to make more money without working as long. And to some people, that's more important than working fucking 6.5 to 7 days a week. That's just my opinion, you know what I mean? So, but as always, stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. God Family Trucking. We finna go get this workout in.